The negative side, our resolution is that the mayor should maintain control over the New York City public schooling and not the Board of Ed. The mayor has had control of the public school. Yes, he is not perfect, but however, he has accomplished much. We argue that the mayor has been doing a good job and he has strived for nothing but excellence. It states on Mayor Bloomberg's website, www.mikebloomberg.com, he officially entered public life in 2001 when he entered the race for mayor of the city of New York. After entering City Hall, Mayor Bloomberg won control of New York City's broken public school system and turned it completely around by raising standards, promoting innovation, and holding schools accountable for success. He spurred economic growth and job creation by revitalizing old industrial areas and strengthening key industries, higher education being one of them. Our public school graduation rates are at an all-time high. The affirmative did not state where she has gotten her research to prove this decrease in the graduation rates. However, on Mayor Bloomberg's website, it states that his achievements, one, as I said before, the graduation rate has gone up tremendously. Two, he has created new public and private partnerships with business, nonprofit organizations, and universities to link students to careers and colleges. Also, another achievement was properly rewarding and paying great teachers while reevaluating the tenure process of principals and teachers. Redesigning classrooms, learning so that students and teachers have more access to cutting-edge technology and individualized learning. An article published in January 2012 on www.nyc.gov stated that the mayor had joined a high school physics and English class to hear about their progress and review his proposals to continue improvements in student achievement and public education. The mayor himself states, "The students and the teachers had the opportunity to meet with me today, and they are part of a broader story of achievement in our city. But there is so much more to do. The work is not yet finished," says the mayor. "As I said in my State of the City speech last week, we will continue to improve our schools for our 1.1 million students by recruiting, rewarding, and retaining the best educators and providing students with the support they need to thrive. Our administration is not going to stop until there is a great teacher in every classroom and a great school in every neighborhood." And this is the mayor's quote himself in January 2012. Not only is the mayor doing his job, he is keeping in contact with these schools and the students to make sure these students are progressing in their work and to ensure that the teachers are doing their jobs. As I stated before, he is providing bonuses to teachers who strive for excellence, and their classes are at an all-time high. Second, my teammate and I also contend that the Board of Education should not regain the power over the public school. In 2002, Mayor Bloomberg fought and won the right to dismantle the failed Board of Education and institute a system directly accountable to the mayor. The opposing team believes that the resolution should be that the public school control should go back to the Board of Ed. However, the Board of Ed has had the control of public schools before, and they were voted out for several reasons. The Board of Education lost control over the public schooling because they abused their power, and while they were ruling, there was a lot of corruption. There was a lot of discrimination and segregation involved when the Board of Ed lost control. Not only was the Board of Ed corrupt in NYC, but also in other places outside of the 5 boroughs. The opposing side is against the mayor's closing of the public schools. because they assume that the kids will be missing out on something. But will they gain something by keeping these failing public schools open? Public schools has changed over the years. Teachers have not been taking their job seriously. There has been many bullying, fights, and lack of funding, which has led to, lack of funding, which has led to the closing of these public schools. The opposing team argues against Bloomberg's public school closing. However, not only have public schools been closed, but also private schools too. Schools are always closing if they are not meeting certain standards, if they are not getting enough funding. You don't keep the schools open because that will not benefit the students. In closing, Mayor Bloomberg, his goal is to ensure that every child who graduates high school in New York is ready to start a career or start college, and to dramatically increase the number of students who graduate from college. By taking on special interest, Time. I hate the clock.
I know, it distracts
me. Yeah, I'm like,
nervous.
All right, you got 2 minutes.
All right.
You'll feel more comfortable the next time.
A word that was mad nervous just now.
Still have like 18 seconds.
I understand that.